Mick, defeat today in the FA Cup against Chester, 3-1 it finished, but you must be immensely proud of your team.
Yeah, the performance didn't warrant a 3-1 scoreline. We deserved to get something out of the game. I thought we performed unbelievable. We had a game plan, we stuck to it, and we caused them all kinds of problems on the break, especially in the first half. We spoke about it at half time. Don't concede early, stay in it for 20 minutes. And we concede after 4 minutes in the second half, which changes the dynamic of the game a little bit and gives them a little bit of a leg up into the game. And to be fair, listen, after that we kept running, we kept battling. Listen, so proud of the lads today.
That first half in particular, you couldn't have planned that any better. It must have been game plan perfection for you.
Yeah, listen, we worked on it Tuesday night. We've done a lot of tactical work, Thursday night on it. We've got them sort of players, we've got good counter-attacking players, and we caused them all kinds of problems on the counter-attack in the first half. And had we a little bit more clinical with the final pass, we probably could have gone in 2-0 up. And they're the fine margins in these games. Being clinical in the right moment, and even at 1-1, Ollie's 1v1 with the keeper, he's got a score. And again that changes the dynamics of the game. And if we're 2-1 up after 65 minutes, 70 minutes, whatever it is, the game changes again and they start forcing it. But listen, overall, we've completely matched a very good team. All over the park. If any, we probably just ran our legs a little bit in the last sort of 7 or 8 minutes.
Yeah, I've got to talk about our goal in that first half. I mean, what a moment for all involved. Fantastic. Obviously, Cros won it back in his own half, and then carried on taking the ball forward. Brilliant assist, and what a finish from Kieran. Just what a moment for the club and everyone involved.
Yeah, it's a brilliant goal. It's a great counter-attacking goal. We spoke about it at length. We worked on that, and Crosby's very, very good on the counter-attack. He's quick, he's brave. He gets at people. And it's a really well weighted pass into Kieran's path, and it's a great finish across the keeper. And to be fair, up to that point, we deserved it. We looked really good without the ball, and we looked really dangerous on the counter attack, and we really warranted that 1-0 at half time, to be honest with you. On first half performance, and it's just a little bit disappointing to concede 3 goals, but the performance was absolutely superb today.
In a game like this, when you're probably not expecting to take the lead, does your game plan change at all when you go 1-0 up?
No, to be fair, you've got to stick to the game plan, because if you come away from the game plan, then spaces become too big to defend. And at 1-0 that suited us down to the ground, because we got even more compact and we made it even more hard work for them. And again, chances opened up on the counter attack, because at 1-0 down, they're chucking everything at it, because let's be right, Chester can't come to Tadcaster and lose a game of football. So they start chucking things at it, and if we can get to 70 minutes at 1-0, then it's a different game, because they'll start forcing it. But listen, they've got quality players, that's why they're at that level. They find pockets, to find space, and they did that in the second half. And to be fair, it was a combination of that and legs that we sort of conceded. The first goal was, we didn't match a run down the side. It was the second goal, we got to defend the box better. It's a corner. You have to get first contact, and that we're generally very good at defending the box. Someone just sort of ran down the side of us and got a free header from 6 yards, and then the third goal, Elliot knows he's got to deal with that. And but listen, we can stand there rambling on forever, but the performance levels today were brilliant.
Just sticking with that first half for a minute, they didn't seem to create much at all. There was a few crosses which Elliot dealt with brilliantly. I think he had one header which dropped just wide, but other than that, in that first half, we kept them to very minimal chances. Yeah,
we said that to the lads. Don't give up spaces. Almost allow them to have it in wide areas and let them cross it, because we've got 3 big centre halves there who can head the ball. And it's just important when they do that, we drop on second balls, and we did that. And then we look really good and positive going the other way. Like I say, first half, even second half, to be fair, the game plan's absolutely worked to a T. Like I say, if Ollie scores that at 2-1, then it's a completely different game. We're having a different conversation now. And listen, I think it was 87th minute or 80 with that third, 4th minute or something when they scored the second goal. So listen, we've gone toe to toe with National League North team for 84 minutes, and don't get me wrong, they were probably better than us in possession of the ball, but that was our game plan, to give the ball up and sort of play on the break, and I thought we executed it really well.
So we go into the break 1-0 up. Obviously they scored 4 minutes in, but I imagine your team talk at the break would have been keep it tight first 10-15 minutes, see what happens. But they get that goal 4 minutes in. How much does that change things?
It's a killer really, because the performance levels were so good without the ball in the first half. To then concede after, like we said, break the game down 20 minutes. First 20 minutes, stay in the game. You don't concede. Strip it back. Start the second half 0-0. Don't concede for 20 minutes, and then when you concede after 4 minutes, you flatten off a little bit after that. It's hard to sort of motivate yourself and to regroup after that, and it gives them a real positive lift, and they then get on the front foot, and it was at that moment then they sort of got a little bit of belief and a little bit of territory in the game. And listen, it's one of them, I can't fault the lads today. Every single one of them was superb.
I know you mentioned it a few times in this interview already, but that chance that was gifted to Ollie Norman for a square ball across just behind where you stood now, 65 minutes in, that puts 2-1 up if he scores that. A huge moment. They're
the defining margins in cup games. You've got to take your chances. They've had 3 chances and scored three goals. We've had about 4 chances today maybe, and we scored 1. These are the small margins, and this is why we're a step 5 and they're a step 2. They've got quality players, and if you give them chances to score goals, and we've got to, we have to be taking them chances. Ollie just lacked a little bit of composure in front of the goal. I think a little bit more composure, and he slots it down the side of the keeper. He's sort of given it a bit of lift, which is made it a really good height for the keeper to save. I think if it's on the floor, it's in.
Yeah, they scored their second goal 84 minutes in, really late on. We looked pretty comfortable defending corners all afternoon, but that one sailed on with a towering header, just killed it, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just a basic ball into the box, and we've sort of just let people run off the back of us and get a free header inside the 6-yard box. I think we've got to deal with that better. We'll be disappointed on that goal. The rest of the goals, to be fair, we'll obviously be disappointed in Elliott's goal, but at that point we're chasing the game, we're chucking bodies forward. But yeah, the second goal is probably the most disappointing aspect of today.
Got to mention the support today. 777 people packed in. Obviously, a lot of Chester fans came as well. But a word on the supporters today.
Yeah, they were excellent. From minute 1 to even now, they're still in the ground making noise. They were brilliant today. They got behind us all afternoon. They were positive with us. Even when we went sort of 1-1 and 2-1, they were still positive, still sort of pushing us forward and pushing us on, and that makes a huge difference. It makes it, especially when you're playing a team at that level, you need people down here getting behind the team, and the lads have showed today. If you come down here and support them, they'll give you everything. They leave everything on this pitch. They're a really honest bunch of lads, and I think I think the fans will be going home happy tonight.
And whilst it's brilliant, I think the key is wanting and attracting more fans to come back on a regular basis, not just this one-off.
Yeah, absolutely. We've been saying that for since we come in. We need that real connection back with the fans again. We need to get people back in the ground. The 150s has got to become 250s, 300s, and keep building. And it's a slow process, but I'm hoping today will give a lot of people confidence to think that Tadcaster is going in the right direction again. Without the fans, we're not as a football club. As a football club, you need fans. You need loyal fans who can come down and get behind you every single week. And we need to get this place bouncing again. Like I think I've said to you before, the year they won the league, it's no coincidence. There was 600-700 in here every single week. And teams, it's so difficult to come and play, at grounds as an away team, and there's 600-700 people in there, pushing their team forward. We need to get back to that again. We need to start hitting them numbers again. And listen, it's a great club. It's got good people involved, and like I say, I think the lads have showed today that they're willing to fight for the club.
And just finally, Mick, then on to next week, another cup game somehow, back in the FA Vars as we welcome Blythe Town. What's your thoughts going into that one?
Yeah, listen, it'll be a tough game. The lads are actually really disappointed in the changing room now, and that's the mentality of this bunch of players. They're not happy to just turn up and get beat off Chester, because they're in 3 divisions higher than them. They're really disappointed in the changing room because of the manner that we lost. So obviously we'll have to pick them up. They'll be disappointed tonight, but we'll pick them up tomorrow, and we'll get them in Tuesday, Thursday this week. We'll prepare right, and again, it's going to be a really difficult game against a team from the Northern League. They're never easy to play against, but we've got to hold that standard. I said to the lads the other week, we're a bit Jackal and Hyde at the minute. We're Jackal in the cup, and we're Hyde in the league, and we have to sort of hit Jackal every single week, because if we do that, the quality within this group, we win a lot of games of football, but we have to be hitting them standards every single week.
Well done today, Mick.
Cheers, Jay.